rising. Its victory is at hand.
Welcome to Comic Book Creation Live. I'm Anthony Legepa. We are drawing Albatross Junction. I have gotten my Procreate panel open because I'm drawing page 28, or I'm coloring page 28. Welcome TK. Welcome Rain Bright. Welcome Primal. Hope you guys are doing well tonight.
T to the mother. Hey! Like, what's
Ooh, baby, I like it, boy.
TK says that was a pimpin' stomp open. Thank you. Just drawing a tribute art on poster board, says Primal. Tribute art? Tribute to what? I love poster board. That's my favorite type of drawing paper. Okay, we got Kevin Cosme coming in. That's K with a capital K.
Yeah, man. New shit. Capital K, Cosme, the Brooklyn Kid, baby. Yeah. Check it. I go get it. My soul is full kitted, fresh kitted. Does it up with matching fitted. Cos the kitted.
Can you hear me? Can't hear me?
Did the intro not come up for you, Kev? Because you were like talking like you weren't seeing your intro.
Oh, I didn't see the intro, bro. I didn't see. I just saw me stand up myself.
Hopefully the intros are working.
What's the good word,
Five
man?
Nights at Freddy's turned 7 years old on the 8th. Oh, that's what your tribute art's about? Awesome. Not too much, Kev. How about you? What are you up to tonight?
Oh shit, Primal's drawing again. I think Primal cranks out more work than we do, bro, while he watches us work. It's fucking insulting. Now I'm joking. That's dope, man. That's dope. I want to see it. Five Nights at Freddy's, man. My kids just found out about that game and thought they could hang, and they downloaded it without really asking, and then they shit themselves.
What is going on? Felicia is here. She says, my son loves Five Nights at Freddy. Got the bed sheets.
Oh, fuck. What? got the bed sheets. I thought you said ran out of bed sheets. If I say, oh, he shit himself too.
I don't know if those are playing because I don't think Kev's seeing those.
I did see that one. I did see that one.
Okay.
I didn't see mine though.
Killing it with Kev. What is
Yeah.
Kevin working on tonight?
What up, Mike? I'm
by
doing
the
a
way,
new
thank you
page.
for
I'm doing a new
sending-
page.
Thank you for sending that artwork.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all see? So you started coloring this page? Oh shit.
Yeah, I was just getting into this one. You know, like my favorite part of the coloring of this space stuff,
Blocking
is
in the stuff.
The no, like the luminescent brush doing the.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's the best.
Let me show you. Because you know the construction kit.
Yeah.
So this other page, where's the other page with that? Like I just love doing this with like the with that luminescent brush. So I kind of like have it like it's almost on fire, or it's like luminescent, or it's like that construction kit is changing into something. So then it kind of changed. You know, this page isn't finished coloring yet, but it's just got the start of that one. So I was thinking I would try this one. Where'd it go? You know, that would be fun to do that upper bit.
Oh, all right. I'm sketching out a whole new page over here. I got to pull up the script. Got to flip the script and keep drawing this shit. Just a kids can't quit.
Primal says it makes me feel kind of old. Felicia, it came out when I started middle school.
Oh shit. Oh snap! Five Nights at Freddy's. Where's my sharpener, man? Who's fucking around?
It's probably next to your motorized eraser.
I need a motorized sharpener. There we go. There we go. There we go. I overdo this every time. It's because I just like doing it. It's amazing.
Yo, I never saw The Wire. I've been getting into The Wire.
Sheesh! You just started watching it? The Wire is the truth, bro. It's based on my life.
I'm having a good time watching it. I'm on like the 6th or 7th episode, and I just realized like who I was watching.
I'm Bodie, bro.
I didn't realize there was like Michael B. Jordan as a teenager.
Oh man, his character arc is fucking tragic, bro. He was a kid. He's a child.
I was wondering, like, I was like, this looks so familiar. This person looks so familiar, but like his body's totally different than he is today, and you know, he's such a younger face. So I looked up.
He's a fucking kid.
I looked up who that was because after like the 7th episode, it kind of got to me that they couldn't place the face, and I was like, "Is this?" And then I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I can't believe like one of the biggest stars ever right now." I thought I didn't know, and you know who else I don't know? And don't tell me what happens with their character because I don't know how many seasons there are or anything. But he's a white character, and he's like a druggie, and he hangs out with Bubbles.
You know who he is?
He has like a colostomy bag.
Do you know who the fuck he is?
Show? No,
bro. That's Telly. That's from Kids.
Oh my god. Okay, he does great. Man. Like when he's on the screen, I really feel like, and I mean, so many of them, like the other guy too. But when he's on screen, I really feel like they're drug addicts.
That show is for real, bro. That show is the real deal. Real deal Holyfield. Yeah, where's my thumbnail book? I was looking at you waiting for an answer.
Yeah, I moved it on you. You're all mismatched today. You gotta fix that.
My fucking I
said you're all mismatched today.
Yo, my work area is tragic, bro. It's throwing me off.
Oh yeah, Kev. Felicia says, "Nice work. Great work on those paintings this weekend. Awesome."
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What's your Instagram? I don't think it's in the description right now, but if anybody wants to see these paintings, Kevin
K
S.
Scott
Cosme?
K Scott Cosme. So KSCOTTCOSME. KSCOTTCOSME.
Don't confuse people.
I heard you put it in the song format. It's easy to remember. At K Scott Cosme. Boom.
More progress
Oh,
has been
nice,
made
nice.
with the
With
helmet.
the helmet.
Awesome.
That's what she said.
Oh,
More
he's got
progress has been
a
made with the helmet.
link here. Let's check it out. I gotta get it some other way. Let me see here. Okay.
I want to see this shit. I want to see this shit. It's probably primered and fucking colored with 4 colors already. Come on, Primal. What's your rate, bro? We need help. Primal, if you're listening, help. You gonna play? You gonna play his video? I'm gonna see that right though.
All right, let's see here. I don't know if there's sound, but I'll connect the sound anyway. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't like deadlines either. But oh, nice. That is looking clean already,
First
sir.
person view. Actual work being done. Yeah, I need to see that again.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's a good day to do it.
Yo, that's looking smooth. Looking very smooth.
That's a good day to do it, yeah.
Shit. Shit. I gotta pull up the script. Flip the script. Come equipped. Abandon ship.
But you got to make a thumbnail?
Yeah, I gotta see what the next page I'm doing is. Gotta see what the next page I'm doing is.
So what's better in your opinion, The Wire or Sopranos? I haven't seen Sopranos.
Oh fuck, man, that's I don't think that's a fair question. Oh man, I think they're both equally as heavy. I think The Sopranos had more comic relief, like it had more like one-liners and just punchy dialogue. I think The Wire was a little more gritty, and I think The Wire was a little more gritty and realistic as far as like just poor fucking drug addicts and drug dealers go. Can't really say how real The Sopranos was. I ain't know any mobsters.
Yeah, like the first episode seemed there was like a couple clues that I don't know, it like to me there was a couple lines of dialogue didn't seem real. It didn't seem real, but then like after they got past that, it seemed really gritty and
That
real
shit
by
is
the
fucking
third
gritty.
episode or second or third episode.
Gritty.
There was like I guess a couple, every time you try to watch a show, the first episode you got to get adjusted to what's happening. You got to get adjusted to the style of it. So I was just like learning the characters and stuff like that. I felt like a couple lines seem untrue, but then now it's like running. They probably
it's also
caught the
dated, man.
stride.
Early 2000s, right?
Yeah, that's so weird because like before I watched it for like years and years, I thought the show was from the 90s. And then I'm watching like the first or second episode and they mentioned the towers being down. And I was like, oh, the whole time I thought this was a 90s type of show. And in like the first episode, they mentioned like the towers. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's, 2000, past 2001.
Yeah.
at least. So some of the equipment they use, it's like, I guess they explain it a little bit later, but there's like a lot of people using beepers and stuff, but then they explain it because they're like dealing drugs. They're using different methods than like cell phones and stuff, but that's kind of why I originally thought, I think it was like all 90s stuff, because it was like all about beepers and, you know,
Just crazy shit.
the cars seemed older, but yeah, no, I could see the time that it's placed in now that I'm watching it.
Shit is good, man. That shit is good. Bubbles. Yeah, Bubbles
TK
is the
said,
truth, man.
yeah, Bubbles. He puts that red hat on people. Amazing. TK says, that looks really nice, sir. He's talking about Primal's Clone Troopers helmet. I'm just surprised with me having like 9 subs, how many views it has. Yeah, a lot of likes too, bro. Like almost 40 likes, almost 900 views. That's awesome. I guess
Rainbright
Galactic
hasn't
Armory.
seen either, bro. Rainbright didn't see Sopranos or The Wire. Come on now. You got to binge. You got to binge all weekend. Talk about it next week.
Yeah, I've been getting into it. I play it and then I have to look because I'm like, oh, there's like something exciting's happening or somebody's being
You
chased
see,
or something.
Idris Elba in there too, right?
Oh, I couldn't believe him. Yeah, I recognized him immediately, and
That was the first time I seen him. I think that was the first thing I seen him in.
He looked great for the role because he's just I don't know, like standing so upright in the scenes. That makes a difference, but to me, it just makes him look like he is running shit. He's standing very straight, and like he's dressing differently than everybody too, because it's like I don't know, like yeah, like at like one point they showed him like in a college class, you know, he's just like taking like an economics class or something.
Yeah, he's taking economics.
So he was like dressing a bit differently. He didn't seem to fit when you saw him with the other like gangsters and stuff. He almost didn't seem to fit because he had like a tucked in shirt or something like that. But it was, you know, he's like magnetized the screen. Like, you know, you could totally tell why this is like soft. Because like in the show, it's like every time he's on screen, it's like you can only look at him. It's like, holy shit, this dude is fucking.
Weebay is my dude.
I haven't.
Weebay, that's my guy right there.
I haven't placed who that is yet. Bubble. TK must know. Oh, Trailer Park Show. Is that Trailer Park Boys or something? Is that what it's called? Primal says, I had an idea when I get to inking to do all black and white, but then to make things pop, add red ink for like blood and things. Yeah, like the most powerful
I've seen a few.
colors.
I've seen that's a few. That's like the most powerful color combination. I've seen a few books that just all red, white, white, black, white, and red. Shit works. That shit works. Me either. Oh my god, Felicia didn't see the shit either. Neither or. Sheesh. Good shows. I still say
I've known about.
Watch fucking Breaking Bad if you haven't seen those who didn't. All Breaking Bad. Watch Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad might be the best show ever made.
I held off on that one until it was over. You remember, Kev? And then I was able to watch them
ever made.
All through. That was a lot of fun. But I always knew about The Wire. I always heard people talk about The Wire. Always knew about The Wire. But back when it must have come out, let's say 2003 era for the first season or whatever, I wasn't into TV. I wasn't watching TV. You know, I wasn't like, I was hanging out with my friends and stuff, and I wasn't into TV. But I always heard about The Wire, always knew about it, and knew it was good. So I was like, there's going to be a time where I will watch The Wire. Like, now's the time.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And, you know, I don't know where y'all live except for Felicia being in Texas, but Kevin and I are on the East Coast in Jersey, and Kevin's from New York. So we're just really familiar with Baltimore. Like I go to Baltimore like once a year usually, and maybe more in the past. And like my friend lived in Baltimore, but you know, that also interests me. So that's something that like I like about Sopranos as well, is like it's New Jersey. So it's just something draws you to, like, if there was a, like Felicia lives in Texas, there's a show about Texas, there's just that extra element of, you know, draws you to it. It's like, oh, you know, like this is maybe something familiar to me. Or like for me, I lived in New Jersey my whole life, so to see Sopranos come out, like that was, I thought it was a show about like singing, like tenors. I thought it was like a tenors, like a three tenors show or something. I didn't know what it was
show
for a couple years, and then my friends started talking about it more and more, and they said, you know, come over and watch Sopranos. We're all watching it, and I was like, well, you guys are, you know, because these were like tough guys, and I was like, you guys are watching something about singers? And they're like, no, it's a, you know, gangster show, and it's in New Jersey. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, like that just piqued my interest a little bit, like when it's like local. And I consider Baltimore pretty local because I could get there in like 3 hours or so.
Oh shit, Primal hasn't either. Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit. Yeah, Breaking. I say all three of y'all should just watch Breaking Bad, man. That's I think that one still holds up the most, and you don't like. I feel like Sopranos and what's the other one we were just talking about? The Wire.
The Wire.
Are so like geared towards certain groups that you might be either turned on or turned off, or either or. Where Breaking Bad, just I think anyone can enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Breaking Bad was hard for me because I heard it was about like meth. So I felt like I had no interest
You didn't
in
want to
watching
relapse?
a show about meth. I had no interest in that. And even like the show Weeds, like even though I was interested in Weeds, it took me many years to get into the show Weeds. Even, you know, so I was like, I just don't think I'd like something about meth. But it just doesn't even matter what the show's about. It's that good. You know what I mean? It's like
That
they
shit is
just
bad.
do. They
Now
just
listen,
do
bro, I
like.
can't support nothing that got to do with meth, yo.
No, I mean, you know, it just seemed like a subject. I was like, you know, what am I going to? But the actors and the writing and the story is so good. It doesn't have to be about meth. It could be about anything. Like that's how good it is. You know, it doesn't really. It's not contained in like the subject matter of like what they're doing in the show. It like literally, it's just a good story, you know. And that's the one, at least between Sopranos, which I watched all the way through, and Breaking Bad, which I watched all the way through twice. The Breaking Bad one hit me harder, I think. Like, you know, it kind of hits you like what the characters go through in that show.
The show's amazing.
You know, where the different people end up. Like there's the Jessica Jones actress. She's
Show
in
is
Breaking
amazing.
Bad for a time. You know, it's just interesting sometimes to see who's in the show, you know, who comes and goes, and every obstacle seems insurmountable. That's the best thing about any good story, is like they're up against everything. You know, it's like those two guys versus the world, like even versus their wives, girlfriends, and friends. I mean, the friends are out to steal from them and stuff like that. So it's just like the same Star Wars story of like you have this huge, you know, thing to overcome, and it seems impossible. And that's like what that show's about. So it doesn't even matter that it's about meth. And you could say the same thing about Sopranos. It's kind of all about like dealing, and that's kind of what it's about, right? It's kind of the same situation as The Wire, but from the criminal's perspective more than the cops.
Well, the Wire kind of touches from like the cops, the drug addicts, the drug dealers.
Yeah, and the fact of like the poorest
Family members and
communities.
shit.
Like it really
Yeah.
sheds a light on like, because you've told me before about like what's it like to like the, you know, like the center, like what's it called, the courtyard of like a area
Projects
of
and
the
shit.
projects that is the first time I've ever seen it depicted.
That shit is it gets scary, bro.
Isn't that wild that like it's depicted in The Wire, and it's an actual centerpiece. Like it's a revisited scene every single episode. So like they go there or they just show what's going on there. It's pretty interesting.
Pretty dope.
But it is weird to think like that's like, you know, a depiction of it 20 years ago, because I don't know, I just think like technology, especially the way technology changed with the phones and stuff, it would be a little bit different now, I guess, the way that they would try to track them, or the way that they would try to, I don't know what's possible now, but at the time, you know, they're using beepers and payphones and stuff like that.
How tough is Omar, yo?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. So tough.
Omar's the fucking toughest.
I'm still waiting, because you know how these type of shows run. See, the reason why I thought it was like a 1990s show, The Wire, is because I thought it was like one of HBO's first hits, but I was you know, surprised to see that you know, when it was made, that Sopranos came first. So, you know, the way that they run their shows, though, the way that HBO does the shows is like, and even Game of Thrones was like this, where there's like this, like a scene in a certain place, and then they switch scenes, maybe as that, you know, and then they go back and forth from like 3 or 4 different or 5 or 6 different locales. So I'm actually still waiting for kind of a resolution to the last time I saw Omar. It was pretty rad what he did, and I don't understand like how he even got away with that. So I'm kind of finding out.
So in The Wire, Omar is a bad motherfucker that robs all the drug dealers. He's a beast, and he's so vicious with it that the cops like, you know what? Let's just let him go, because he's keeping them motherfuckers at bay. You know what I'm saying? But he's a gay dude. Like, he's gay. Did you know he was gay?
Yeah. I'm on episode 7 or so. So they've actually already. I don't want to say anything if anybody wants to watch it, but they've already done something.
They try to fucking like. You can't like tease him or make fun of him. He's a straight fucking kill. He walks through the hood with a trench coat and like shotguns. He's strapped to the nines. He got all types of weapons, and he just comes through like Boondock Saints and robs all the drug dealers. He's like going to war with all the drug dealers just to take their shit. He's a beast. He's a stick-up kid.
Pretty tough too, because like he was like firing at the cops, like just firing these evil words at the cops when they arrested him. And then
that show was fucking
like
crazy.
He seemed just as tough as Omar, but just unfortunately in the episode I was watching, he wasn't a free dude. He was being interrogated.
Show's nuts. Yeah, they all tough.
Mundo says he'll be on in a bit. Felicia says there was Walker, Texas Ranger, starring Chuck Norris. But don't let him know you didn't watch it. He might kill you.
Chuck Norris. Yeah, my mother used to love that fucking show. I was with my mother all day today, man, driving her around.
She used to watch
from state to state.
Texas Ranger?
She loves fucking Chuck Norris, bro.
Oh, shit.
My whole
that must
life,
have made you proud for like the Bruce Lee scene in like the Bruce Lee movie.
She used to love that shit. She used to love that, man. We used to watch all his fucking violent ass movies growing up, where he was like an army of one, just going up against like Colombian drug lords and shit by himself.
Those are actually my favorite ones. Is the ones where he had to rescue the POW. Thing was like Delta
Invasion
Force, like
USA and shit.
4.
Shit like that.
He would go in there and like it was just him, but he had like some major weapons. He had like, I don't know what they were, like M16s or like M60s,
MPKs and shit. Just going crazy.
Like, get in there, and these dudes, like they really needed rescuing. Like this was like years after the war or something. I think, I don't know. They were like forgotten, you know. Like Chuck Norris went in to get them.
He was a beast.
I rewatched one of those recently, and there actually wasn't too bad. I think it was like Delta Force 1 or 2.
I rewatch all them shits, man. That's the movie we talk about when it was fucking like just hard to watch when the drug dudes in Colombia or some shit like that, and the girl went to test it and he hit her head on the straw before like fucking Joker did it.
That was that one.
It was one
I
of
was
those.
trying
It
to
was one of
remember
those.
again the other day.
And then he took the drugs and the money and jumped out the window.
Dude, that
That
bugged me
shit
out
was
when I was
rough.
a kid. That bug, and I still remembered it for 30 years. Like when that chick got a metal straw shoved up through her brain. I was like,
That shit
oh
was
my
rough.
god.
That was rough to
I didn't
watch.
realize that was a Chuck Norris movie.
I
I
was a
know
kid
you've told
watching
me
that
that
shit.
before. I keep forgetting that fact.
He did that
Okay,
girl dirty, bro.
I've seen Black Widow. Kevin's seen
We had
it.
the spoiler. We had the spoiler show.
Oh yeah. Has everybody seen it in here? I also watched Snake Eyes, but I wasn't too
Trash.
impressed. Like, you
I
know
knew
what
that
was
was gonna be
good? Kev?
trash.
The
Huh?
special effect was good in Snake Eyes. Like the CGI, I guess you could say. That was
Yeah, it
really
was
good.
good.
Like they spent a lot of money to make that like really seem legit. Like at one point and I don't know why they had this storyline because I feel like it wasn't necessary. Like they dragged this like magical stone storyline into the movie. I don't know where this came from. And when Storm Shadow held it, or when someone held it, like you could make things explode into a fiery mess. And the way that fiery mess was done, like CGI or whatever, like was fucking rad, dude. It was like things like turned into like ash and just like, but cinders, like cinders. So like, if like dudes are running at them and they jump like they're ninjas, they're about to like hit you with the sword. You like concentrate on them holding this stone, and like they go into fucking powder puff, like they just powder puff of fire. Like, holy, this is starting to be fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? But like, I actually don't know why that was part of the movie. Like, it was going, like, other than the dialogue was terrible. Like, it was going okay. Like, I don't know why this stone thing had to be there, but you know that was there, and like, but even still, it's like I don't know. Like, I don't want to give it away if you're gonna watch it, but like,
I don't want to watch
still,
that shit.
like the stone, I don't know. Like at one point, the whole mansion that they're in was getting like destroyed by the wielder of this fire stone, whatever. And doors are blowing off the hinges, and like like walls are breaking. And I mean, it just looked like it looked good, but the story, the every time, see, Snake Eyes isn't even supposed to talk, and Snake Eyes had like all these different lines in the movie, and like
Snake Eyes he's not even Asian.
he's not supposed to be Asian, but in the movie he's Asian, and he's talking all throughout the movie, and every single line he has is really bad, like really poorly written. You know, but when they're like doing stuff, and I didn't really notice at the time, like I thought it like looked good to me, but like my friend that saw it with me said that he thought the fight scenes were like choppy and all that type, you know, like that like Born Identity type shit, or like that MTV type of stuff. Like I didn't so much notice that, but like I thought it was kind of, you know, somewhat weak in some of the fighting stuff, but I didn't really realize all that. I'm talking about the special effects though, were just like seemed to be spot on in that movie. It's just the story was just like they didn't have it right about who Snake Eyes was, you know. TK says I smoked a lot back then. I guess that's my excuse. What, not to see all that stuff? Yeah, that's a reason to see it. If you're smoking a lot, you need some entertainment. Rainbright says Walker, I remember. Even though I love Chuck Norris, I don't think I gave Walker Texas Ranger like much of a chance back when it was on. I watched like maybe an episode and a half, like with my dad. That was probably it.
Got bills. Got
What if
kids
Felicia
to
said?
feed. Excuse me.
Oh no, fucking roommates broken so many of my bongs. Oh my god.
Oh, some shitty roommates, man. Bongs are never cheap.
Clumsy ass motherfuckers. I think I broke my chair though. You know, they're easy to kick over. When you know, people put them underneath like futon in a basement, and then your fat foot hits it. Really easy.
The worst when you spill the water.
And Mundo's almost in the house. He's probably driving a million miles an hour to get to his house. What's the most disturbing thing you've seen in a show or movie.
Oh, Story of Ricky. Dude cuts out his intestines, and the guy who got his intestines cut out, he pulls them shits out and tries to strangle the dude with him.
Oh.
Yeah, shit was crazy. Yo, that shit. What the fuck are you talking about, Felicia? Cut off a fucking dolphin fin and threw it back in the ocean. Two kittens were hugging in a box waiting to be skinned. What the fuck? I thought I was about to joke about Story Ricky for the next 5 minutes, then read that shit. Is this real? Was that real life or was that like fake? Yo, that shit changed the mood for everything. I need sad music right now. Cut off a dolphin's fin and threw it back in the fucking ocean. Just throw that shit back in the ocean. Go ahead. Good luck swimming. Oh shit. Yeah, I've never even thought about a dolphin's fin getting chopped off until I read that shit.
See, Kev, do you have a drawing feed, or should we just?
Me, I'm thumbnailing some shit. It's not very eventful right now at the moment.
Talk your
Still
way through
traumatized.
it. Tell us what you're doing with it.
So I'm on the page where you know how Donovan is in the pit where he fell into that Alba got him in.
Yeah.
So now she tried to shoot him. Like she shot at him with his own gun, and he's like, "What the fuck? How'd you fucking get my gun to fire?" And she just fucking decides to jump down there and stand in his face. So she jumps down. Now she's in his face. Now she's tested him, more and more. I'm trying to figure out how to draw that as dramatic as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking of I don't know. I kind of had an idea of having 3 columns. Uh-oh, my kids are getting yelled at right now.
Oh, no. They're not going to bed.
Yeah, they're not going to bed.
Yeah, Primal, you know what? The most disturbing stuff I saw up until a couple weeks ago was RoboCop.
Was Precious, bro. Precious
RoboCop.
still.
I never saw Precious, but after what you told me, I don't want to see it.
That was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen, B.
No, but RoboCop was when they, blowing off his arms, blowing off his fingers, and then stupid head and everything. But up until a couple of weeks ago, that was the thing I ever saw. But I did all this research to do the Killustration intro and stuff, and I just looked up gory movie scenes, bloody. And Saw things came up, and I was watching clips from Saw, and I'm watching clips from I don't know movies I never heard of, and the images were so awful. So I saw terrible images just a couple weeks back when I was making those, but I saw they did an effect where someone melted and then their skeleton was kind of there for a second before it fell, and then I don't know, just so many gross things I saw. It was bad.
Well, I mean, Faces of Death, man. I always bring it back up, but that shit had to be the worst shit I've seen in real life, man. The Magician, I don't know how it was kind of funny at the time, but it's not funny. You sound like an asshole saying it's funny. It's a magician who had a cinder block with blades over it on a burning rope, and he was on the table trying to get himself free, but he didn't get himself free, so the shit just fell on his face. And his wife was like, "Oh my god!" And she tried to pull it up his face, and every time she pulled it up his face kind of went with it. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible.
Then there was another up with it.
It was bad. And then there was another fucking one where this dude was just looking at the camera like some tribal dude, and he just fucking took his tongue and just cut it off. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" It was crazy.
Wait, oh yeah, Kev, you know what that reminds me of is Apocalypto.
Apocalypto was real. I love that movie. I love that movie
as well.
Love that movie, yo.
Oh well, you know what else, Primal? If you really want to see something absolutely gory and disgusting, watch Passion of the Christ.
That's a
actually
Jesus snuff film.
Brutal.
That's a snuff film, bro.
Yeah, that is too much. If you really want to go farther than far, you're yo, how much can I take? Watch Passion of the Christ. You probably don't. Oh, that's it. What is that? A Jesus a Jesus movie? No, dude.
It's a Jesus snuff film. Jesus snuff film. You're gonna be there all day just saying, "Oh my god, oh my god."
You're like, they couldn't have beaten him that
Oh my
much.
God.
Like, but I guess they
Oh my
did.
God.
But Jesus God, this is.
Oh my God. Yo, TK. I guess when we were talking about the cutting off the dolphin fins. That what's the matter? It's sushi. Yum.
Oh no.
Then I'm kidding. Downplaying it somehow, please.
Yeah, I guess, Kev, I did see something in grade school where they brought in like a TV or like a projector. I remember being like a whole auditorium full of kids, so it must have been like one of those what do they call it? Where they have like they call all the kids to the auditorium or to the assembly. They had an assembly, right? So they have an assembly, and sometimes it's like somebody talking about drugs that has like there was one guy who had like a suitcase with like I don't know if it was real drugs, but they were like all little baggies and different powders, and they had like it's like one of them said cocaine and one of them said whatever, and he had this and he talked about them. But this one day they had a video, and I think it was on a projector. They dimmed the lights or whatever, and it was like a Faces to Death thing because what it was like what and I don't know why. I guess this was I don't think this was high school, but this was like about car accidents. I don't know why we were showing this in like 8th grade, but it was like, and see, this is fucked up because like I wasn't born in the 1950s, right? Like so, but in this video there were like 1950s cars, and they showed this one thing where like those big ass steering wheels and those like 1955 cars, they're all like metal, and they have blades on them basically. And they showed photographs of like people who had crashed those types of like 1950s, 1960s sedans, and their faces and like arms and stuff like got fucking smashed and cut.
Nice.
By that big ass wheel, almost like it was a like a cheese grater or something. Like, and some of these images were fucking awful. But at the time, it was like 1990, and they're showing us like this video. I'm telling you, Kev, the video is from like 1968 or some shit. But they had like I don't know how they had such gory footage, but you could tell it was old because all the cars were old cars. They're like, holy shit! Like there's airbags now or whatever, or they just started airbags. It's like this isn't gonna happen as badly, right?
Yeah. I never seen that. I never even heard of that fucking one.
Like when they would do that to you, like have an assembly where they just want to scare the shit out of you. I don't know if they did.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what it was. I don't remember the fucking reason. Like, but like, why are you showing me this in 8th grade? But like, I have no control over who puts me in the car or whatever. I don't think. You know what I mean? What am I gonna say? Like, no, I don't want to go because I watched this video. But
shit stuck with you forever though, bro.
It stuck
still
with me.
remember
Still,
that
I remember this fucking
remember
video.
that shit.
Like, I just remember not to drive in a 1950s
That's why you
car.
never. That's why you never let no one drive you anywhere. You drive yourself. That's what did it. That's what did it, man. What happened here? Fucking Primal said one thing that bothered me a lot when I was younger was Alien vs Predator 2. Like, how young we talking? Alien vs Predator 2. What was part 2? I can't remember part 2. I didn't know they made 2.
I do
remember 2. I do remember 2.
Who was in it? Carl Weathers?
No, hell no. I don't remember who was in it, but I remember some dude. I don't know if he just came back to his old neighborhood or he came out of jail. I don't know what the fuck. It was like either he came back from jail or he came back from his old neighborhood, and there was like a fucking like some animal in the sewer that had like the alien in it or some shit like that. It's been a minute ago. And it just looked.
That's
it was
actually
like a hybrid. It was fucked up. It was real fucked up.
That's actually a clue to the next Killustration.
What? Alien?
The clue is Alien.
Aliens. Oh shit.
I already thought of what I was going to do a few weeks ago.
Pass the soy sauce. Late night TV is very real.
Now you can get it anytime you want with YouTube videos. You know what's really weird? You know how like we'll get, I don't know if we talked about this before, but like we know how we used to get flagged like a lot like early on, and even stuff that was like, I don't know, like I don't know, it didn't seem like that crazy or it was a joke to us, but it's like YouTube like was like, no, like pull that video down or whatever.
Yeah.
But since then, did we talk? Because this is something I found out probably like 6 months ago, or maybe 3 or 4 months ago, pretty recently, and I never knew this. And because like I've been on YouTube for a really long time, and I never knew this. But there's like a whole. I don't know how the differences occur or like what the algorithm. I have no idea. But there's a whole like porn side to YouTube. But my question is like, how does that fly? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, how does that fly? But like our thumbnail or something like it gets our video taken down. Like, but like you can click on. I don't know how you fucking get there or whatever. Like, but like there's a whole side of YouTube that everything's just porn, and it's YouTube. It's not XTube or anything. Yeah, dude.
That's RedTube, bro.
No, it's YouTube, and I'm like, how the fuck is this possible when just like a thumbnail it's just like in bad taste gets our video taken down? Like,
yeah, it's bugged out.
what's the soy sauce for? Fish?
For the dolphin fin.
Is dolphin mahi or that's shark?
I don't fucking know.
Like mahi, you know, when they serve in a restaurant. Is that
I think that's tuna. Isn't that tuna?
Oh, I don't know. There's something that's shark. I don't know what it's called.
Shark fin soup.
Yeah, that like, I don't know if you saw this. Yeah, I think you read this one, Kev. Because Rainbright says late night TV is real. Those infomercials. My friend bought, like, I used to buy stuff too. I'm not just gonna say my friend. Like, I bought like swords off there back in the day, and my friend bought like the 200 knife set, dude. Like I bought like you know how when they're like, oh, you buy this like ninja sword and we'll throw in like a fucking samurai sword. You buy that, you get like the 3 knife set for free. You know, like I bought something like that. Then my friend bought one of those sets like you're watching late at night. I don't know if you ever saw this, Kev, but you come home like it's like 2002. You know, you come home from the bar or something, you turn on the TV, and there is like a dude who's showing you like a big ass knife or something. He's like, you'll get this knife. You'll get 8 other knives. Like, wait, that's not all. We're going to throw in 25. You heard it right. 25 dinner knives. And wait, that's not it. We have this special act, like this throwing axe. And you're like, wait, what? Wait. And they're like, yes, you heard it right. That's a total of 48 knives, but we're not finished yet. Like, we have a special set of like 28 knives that we're gonna add into if you order right now in the next 15 minutes. And shit. like my friend like ordered this shit, and what came was like 165 fucking knives. That like, and Kev, I'm not talking about like dinner knives. I'm talking about like
legit,
like yeah, like big handled like
butterfly knives and shit, Bowie knives,
all types. Yeah, it was so crazy, and like he barely could. It was like a drunk order for him, and then when it came. It's like it was such a big box that he couldn't even like push it underneath his bed. It was just like a big pile of fucking knives. Like cheap knives, you know, like a big pile of cheap knives. Like I don't know if there's anything really like worse than that.
It's fucking. I always bought a bunch of knives from flea markets whenever I got to one.
Yes, the flea markets had like ninja stores, man.
I would buy a bunch of flea markets and ninja stores and just violent shit.
Well, the 2 places I would go when my dad took me to the local flea market here, and like actually the town I live in now, it was a town. It was a few towns away when I was younger, and we would go to the flea market here, and they had a ninja store and a comic book store. It was pretty awesome. Like the comic book stores in my area, they always would like there would be like one for a couple of years, then it would like shut down. There was like another one for a few years, and it would shut down. You kind of had to follow them and chase them, or like there was one guy, he owned 3, but they weren't always open. So like one would like close. He's like, oh, the other one on Route 35 is still open. So we're like, okay, so we would drive over there. So it's like comic book stores were like not always reliable around here, but that one at the flea market was kind of always there, you know. whenever you went.
Yeah, why did Mundo write? Oh, RoboCop shooting dicks. That was
Oh,
that
that
was the
was
worst
the
he
worst
thought.
thing.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
That was the worst thing. I made Mundo watch that with Kevin. That was bad. Oh my god. Primal, if you want to see a really wild alien type scene, now there's no predators in it because it's just an alien movie, but Alien 4 has like a room full of retarded Sigourney Weavers, and it is like the most disgusting thing you ever saw in your life. Like there's one that's got like a crooked neck with like a Sigourney Weaver head hanging off it. It's like a big monster, and like Sigourney Weaver comes across this because if you watch all the movies in a row, you actually see that in the third movie, which is like I think it's the weakest one because like I fucking hate when like a movie is like that, like a sci-fi movie is just like based in a jail. So I'm like, it's just a fucking easy way out. Like we don't get to see much tech and stuff, and everyone's just dirty and in a jail. But the third one takes place in a jail. The most interesting thing that happens there is that like she gets cut, Sigourney Weaver gets cut, and you see the blood on the wall. And then they use that in the fourth movie. Like they have taken her blood, and like at the time she's actually impregnated with an alien. So, and it's not only just an alien, it's the queen alien. So she has like the best of the best inside her body, whatever, like the fucking alien species. And it's like very special. It's not just a regular alien. So they want that blood, and they actually formulate like clones of Sigourney Weaver mixed, or Ripley mixed with the alien DNA. And the results, because like it's all different stages of like a mix between a Ripley and an alien queen, and it's disgusting. Like the queen has that big ass head with the crown on it. It's a disgusting thing to see all these different like mixture versions of Sigourney Weaver.
Gross. That shit gross.
Story of Ricky.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, Primal.
Oh, yeah,
I think you would like Alien 4. Watch Alien 3 and Alien 4 if you haven't seen it. But I'm not saying Alien 3 is good. I'm not even saying Alien 4 is good. Actually, Alien 4 is shit too. But it's just fucking interesting if you like aliens, because there's some shit in there that's crazy. Because like I always love superpowers. So there's this one scene where like since Sigourney Weaver, and this is weird. So since Sigourney Weaver, like there is a clone of Sigourney Weaver mixed with the Queen alien, made from the blood gathered in movie number 3 that did work and formulated like a freaking almost humanoid chick that looked like Sigourney Weaver and talked like Sigourney Weaver, but she's got superpowers. She's got extra strength and shit because she's halfway in between. So like at one point they playing basketball on the space station or some shit, and they throw her the basketball and she fucking pops it with her nails and shit, because like she's just like a beast. She's like She-Hulk. So that's fucking those concepts. I mean, the movie's not good, but those concepts of like she is super powered, she's like a fucking She-Hulk now. That's just interesting. Like if they, you know, if it was a better movie, it would have been good. Oh yeah, I remember McRuff. Yeah, Mundo. Sorry about that one. Oh, Felicia says it's red tube. She heard it from her friend.
Red tube.
I could have sworn it was YouTube. Like I had porno, like I had like porno type videos up one day, and it was like YouTube, and I was like, how is this possible? Like, where is this? I don't get it. And like then like I never could get there again. I don't know where the fuck.
It's fucking you porn, bro.
No, it was YouTube. I don't know, but there was like that. There was a million videos. It's amazing. It's crazy. Then they take our video down for like some other reason. There's no porn in here, but oh, mahi mahi is its own fish. Primal says. The youngest person in here knows. Kevin can't eat much seafood, so he doesn't know shit about seafood.
I don't know shit about seafood. All I know is when I see food, I eat it. But doing piss, hashtag dad jokes.
Kev, you ever been to Jollibee Chicken in
what?
Edison or anywhere north? It might be like some places north of you. So one day you have to drive to Jollibee Chicken, which I think the closest one to you is in Edison. It's like spelled like Jolli chicken or something.
That's
or
good.
Jollibee. It's pretty good. Yeah, like I don't know if it's like better than Popeyes. I'm trying to decide. I think like Popeyes like loose chicken is better. Like they have like fried chicken by the piece at Popeyes. That's fucking great. I want to try that. Like I've only had sandwiches at the Jollibee. I think I got the loose chicken. I think, but it was if I'm not mistaken, it was like the spicy one, and I had ordered the regular, so I'm not gonna like judge it too much. It's like the wrong one.
I need my little mannequins, man. 'Cause my figures are fucking way off right now.
Primal says,
I'm not gonna lie, I miss my old fucking corner. Shark fin soup
Where
is
you
delicious.
sitting now?
No, I'm joking. Nah, remember I was sitting way back there by the plants in the other corner when we were like in the middle of quarantine. They had the work computer on another desk.
But what is that? Is that like shit internet over there?
Nah, it's all the same shit internet everywhere in this house.
I keep forgetting you guys aren't looking at my coloring right now. Not that I'm coloring.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, at the night. Ring Bright says LMFA. Oh, yes, at the knives, like 200 knives. My grandmother bought me knives from that. What? Your grandmother bought you knives from late night,
no.
from like infomercials and shit?
I
you
know,
mean like
right?
kitchen knives are right, not like the combat
Kev,
knives.
No, Kev, you don't understand that. Like it comes like a fucking. I'm not exaggerating when I said like 200 knives. Like they'll send you like. I don't know what it is. It's like they're like 10 hunting knives, 10 fishing knives, 10 like crazy wild knives you'd hang on the wall or something. It's really weird. Like, and it comes in a giant box. You're like, what the fuck am I gonna do with all these knives?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Primal says they cut off all the fins in the shark. Well, oh no.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I
I've
didn't
seen
know
that
this.
before. Shark fin soup. They do
While
it in
it's
Asia.
alive, and then dump the rest of the shark back in the ocean. What the fuck? Are you kidding?
You never heard about shark fin soup, bro?
Dude, no.
Yeah. I've heard that one.
I didn't know they throw the fucking living.
Didn't they
shark
have
back
like
in the
a
ocean
wait?
without-
Wasn't there a movie called The Cove? Is that what the dolphins when they were just
Yes,
fucking up all the
I
dolphins
never
and
watched
shit?
it because I'm afraid to watch it.
I didn't watch that shit, but it just hit me right now. I seen that guy selling knives. Yeah, they always drop the knives on a fucking like tree trunk and shit to show you how sharp they are.
No,
Like,
the
not
ones that
only
my
do you
friend
get
got
the
were
Bowie
not
knife-
good. The only ones that I saw that were like good was that Cold Steel guy on YouTube. I never
Cold
ordered one,
Steel,
but I
for
looked
real.
at
I always wanted that fucking axe. I'm big on axes. I collect axes.
Yeah.
No lie. I love fucking axes.
like I'm kind of big on like the price matching the quality sometimes. So like I kind of feel like the fact that like let's say for instance the axe that Kevin wants is probably like $365. Like to me that correlates to it's good, but also he has these videos. Cold Steel, this guy Cold Steel on YouTube, where he is using the axe or knives or swords to like, you know, display how tough they really are. Like they're not shit. Like the ones from these guys that you get like 200 of the knife, like swords and knife collection for like you know, however much money it is. Those are the type where like if you tap them the wrong way, they will just shatter. But
Damn.
the real shit with like folded steel, that's only made by certain places. That's not the normal way they make them these days. Felicia says, okay, so you're making a comic book about people on Albatross Junction. So do you believe in life on other planets, aliens? Yes. Kev, do you?
In real life or in Albatross? I definitely
real
believe
life.
in fucking hell yeah, of course. I think it's like it has to be a solid yes. We cannot be the only thing in the universe.
Yeah, like I have
100%.
I have this like really smart friend who was the valedictorian of my high school class. He's like my best friend, and he went on to become a like a cancer doctor. He's super smart, and we used to have these conversations back when we were in high school and stuff, or like right out of high school. And like I always thought he was like being a hard ass, you know, because like I would say like what Kevin said, like, you know, I felt like it was like egotistical to think like we're the only fuck in all stars and all the places in the universe, like we're it. I never thought that could be true, but my friend Evan thought that was true, that we were it.
No, I think that's silly. That's fucking silly to think that.
Yeah. It just scared me a little that he was like the smartest person I knew. So I was like, that's weird that he has that belief. That had me like doubt it. I was like, could it not be true? But I was like, no, like, because I look at the data all the time of like the number of fucking stars, and we've watched the videos on here before, right, Kev? We're like, you know, they go through like how big the universe is, and it's just like literally impossible for us to be it. Just by chance alone, they say there's like 3,000 other fucking planets with like some kind of people on them. Just by chance,
Yeah,
just by
like, get
chance.
outta
You know,
here.
even if it's just a random chance, like 1,000,000 to 1, there's like 1,000,000,000 to 1. There's still like 3,000 fucking chances out there of like really good chances. Now I don't know why, like, we don't interact with them, but one of the theories I've always had was like, what if, you know, our 5 senses aren't enough? Basically, like there could be like,
bro. I
gaseous
mean, it just
forms.
makes, bro. If I tell you tomorrow, I'll meet you at the beach, and that's all I tell you, you ain't gonna fucking find me, bro. And we're on the same planet.
That's true. Like which?
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? There's no way for you to bump into another fucking planet in the fucking universe.
I believe all that stuff like that Interstellar had, where like there was different like time.
This is my joint right here, boy.
Yeah, this is your jam right here. There was different time, like ways time worked in Interstellar on different planets. So I think that must be true too. And they did that in Invincible as well. Like some other
What's
planet
Invincible?
attacked Earth. Invincible cartoon. Where
Yeah.
comic book,
I
whatever
was thinking about
cartoon.
fucking Marky Mark.
You know, they had this alien attack, and what happened was Earth's time was so different from them that they aged fast. So, and they did that in Interstellar as well. So I kind of believe shit like that could be possible too, where like an alien could fucking come here. Maybe they're like the size of a grain of sand or less to us. I don't know. Or maybe time moves differently. Maybe they're moving almost like the Flash through our fucking streets. Maybe they don't give a fuck to come here. Maybe they're like, fuck them. Maybe we fucked them over in the past, or maybe nobody has just gave a fuck or had the ability to drive over here. Maybe they're like, that shit's too far and that place ain't worth it. I don't know. Or maybe they're here and they're controlling shit. You know, like we give a fuck about like dollar bills and stuff. I don't know. I doubt they could, you know?
Yeah, I just saw a dude the pigeon, so I did the pigeon, bro.
Yeah. Like the one thing that kind of scared me too.
It can't be
like,
the only thing in the universe. I mean, point blank,
Yeah.
pert.
Do you remember those like paintings in your office where like they wanted
the
gold?
L. Ron Hubbard shit?
Yeah, like the Scientology
L. Ron Hubbard,
paintings,
bro.
like
Yeah.
like the aliens in these paintings were collecting gold, like that's what they wanted. But like in reality, I don't think like aliens would like want anything from us. Like what the fuck?
Yo, they said one of the most rare fucking materials in the universe would actually be wood and trees. Like diamonds are not rare in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they rain diamonds in the
Yeah.
universe. Fucking trees
There
don't
you
grow
go.
on all the planets and fucking asteroids and
Okay.
shit like that.
Okay, so I was
So like
mistaken.
wood
Well,
is like a big deal, bro. So like we should chop trees and save them and go fucking intergalactic fucking like sell them shits.
I mean, in our world, like Albatross Junction, I believe that, you know, like aliens may not want anything from us, but we wanted something from aliens, so that's why
Go get my fucking
in our story.
mannequin.
Okay, they in our story, Donovan and previous people, and not Donovan, but the previous society on Earth sent the Circadian starship out into space to like look for, you know, an alien planet that could support Earth's inhabitants. So like we seeked out like help in a sense, or we needed something, but I don't know that aliens, I mean, unless they want to come here and like look at our art, maybe that's possible. I think like human beings' art's pretty interesting. But I don't know what else they want other than what Kevin said, like our natural resources, which I didn't really consider like like people owning that exactly. Like I more so have like a Native American kind of like thought process about like land and stuff. Like I don't really think it's like belongs to anybody. That's why it's kind of weird to pay to go to the beach and stuff. Like in New Jersey, it's like, what the fuck? Like, isn't this just like a fucking free area where you can walk through? No, we own this, you know. Oh, Felicia's been watching a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. Yeah, I'm big into that. I think like there's so much conspiracy around.
Oh shit.
And more so when I was younger, I'd watch anything on the History Channel or whatever that talked about conspiracies. So into it. Big into JFK stuff back when I was younger too.
For real?
Like, yeah, like
Grassy
watch
knoll.
everything I could in every movie.
You gonna figure it out? Who killed Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah. I would watch every like, I don't know, like World War II documentary. Although not too much conspiracy stuff related to that, but some. Mostly conspiracy stuff about like aliens, JFK, and like supernatural type of like. They had that on History Channel as well when I was growing up. That was weird. But there was like supernatural type shows. And Primal knows about Alien 4. Mundo watched Fanboys last night. Movie about Star Wars fanboys. And TK says, all right, all them stars and the earth beneath all that. So none of them have their own planets with life. I say over 84% what we can see is teeming with life. Could be. There is a lot of stars out there. I mean, get real, you know? There's a lot of stars out there. Primal says, bro, I've been rough sketching for 3 hours and I'm almost done. But God, I'm getting annoyed. Your hand's probably getting tired too. I love sketching though. That's like natural. Doesn't that feel natural? Primal says, I find it kind of ignorant to think we're the only life forms. Yeah, that was my thinking too. For the past like 20 to 30 years of my life, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, that's just kind of egotistical, you know, be like, oh no, it's only us. I don't know. I don't think we're like the best thing ever, you know. I mean, there's got to be something else.
Yeah, they got to be.
Felicia says, I think there's life somewhere else as well. The more we discover, the scarier it gets, at least for me. Well, they would have you be scared, but you know, it's like the best thing that could happen would be some kind of like alien intervention in a sense of like, even if it was like a fake threat or something by the aliens, would actually bring all people together, you know. Like,
That's fucking that's the Watchmen, basically.
Yes, that's the theme in the Watchmen. It kind of stems from like a speech that Ronald Reagan gave back in the 80s, that he said if an alien landed, everybody would feel like one nation. They wouldn't feel like everyone's in a different nation. So we'd be unified, trying to figure out what the fuck these people are. Do the pigeon, Kev.
I did it, bro. I did it. Way back when.
Bo knows. So does Mundo.
Mundo's in the comments. Got some shit going on.
Rainbright says, yeah, I agree. Life somewhere else, too.
Definitely.
No, there's life elsewhere, too.
Absolutely.
Mundo says, you got my attention. Knives. He likes knives. No, Mundo, these were like shitty knives. You want to get like good, like cold steel type of knife. I'm sure Mundo's got a good hunting knife, good fishing knife. Primal says, my money is on an alien saw, Earth saw. It's basically a hellhole, and was like, fuck that, flew off. Oh, an alien saw Earth and saw it's basically a hellhole. Oh, I said, fuck that, flew off. Yeah, or they took the report back. They're like, oh, it's like this, or maybe it's like a probe. It's like a probe droid, but thing, we don't really realize it or something. And they're just taking the info back. Like in Star Trek, how they work it is like, what happens in Star Trek is like they only try to make contact with civilizations that are close to like deep space travel. So like once you develop like a warp engine and you get to warp 1, then the Vulcans visit your planet. And of course, like things can happen like before that, like, in the Enterprise show. I think, Kevin, you probably saw this because it was like in the first episode, but it's like as the Vulcans are like about to make contact, like also the Klingons are like just arrived like yesterday and are starting to like shoot people with laser guns and stuff. So it's like we get introduced to like the aliens who want to fight and the aliens who want to help all in the same like week. But it's basically because of like warp drive. It's like once we get to a certain level of like space travel, then at least in Star Trek, then they will visit us and give us instructions on how to like improve the engine and stuff to make it to like warp 2, 3, 4, 5, that type of thing. Felicia says, been listening to UFOs, crop circles, cattle mutilation, normal everyday stuff. Some cattle mutilation, some crop circles.
Cattle mutilation, goddamn.
Just a normal Monday. TK says, Universal Jump Jet secret native caves.
What's that?
Skinwalkers. Are you imagining different aliens, TK? Yeah, it could be skinwalkers, like you need special glasses to see them. You only have a certain type of sunglasses you could see them. But I don't know, like, is it really worth their time to like hide amongst us? What, so we can argue about Trump and Biden and stuff? Like, what the fuck are they gonna do here? Like, let's hang out and like see these people argue on Twitter.
Skin were older. Black-eyed kids. I actually heard about that fucking like urban legend. Jesus, I don't know.
I've heard the black-eyed
peas.
I
hope all that shit is fucking wrong.
I think you're safe in Jersey, Kev. They ain't coming for your kids in Jersey.
They ain't coming for me.
No, actually, the alien like landing from like was like the fake alien landing from the 1940 radio broadcast took place in Jersey. Like everyone believed they landed in Jersey.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Never knew.
the War of the Worlds. Like they were reading War of the Worlds, and people tuned in like 5 minutes late. You know, like that's why Kevin's like, why do you have such long intros? But it's like I want people to come in the show. I want people to like have a chance to come in. Imagine they come in 5 minutes late, and it's like War of the Worlds, and everyone starts running for their fucking lives, like going into their like underground basements and just hiding because they think aliens have landed in Jersey.
That'd be dope.
Mundo's an alien. Have you ever seen Mundo and an alien in the same place at the same time? I think so. Yeah, truth is scarier than fiction. I always think it's stranger than fiction. Truth is always stranger than fiction. That's why whenever you hear like a true life story, like we talked about The Wire before, the HBO show, or Sopranos or something, and it's like when you watch one of those shows, you might think, well, could this be real? Like this seems so out of whack. Like, but you know what though? If it was really real, it would be even crazier. Like that's why you can believe it, because if you ever hear a real life or see a true life scenario go down, it is so fucking weird. It is so fucking weird. Like the circumstances are always just unpredictable and crazy. So like whenever you write a story or something, as long as it makes sense, like don't worry about it feeling like it could happen or not, because believe me, like truth is stranger than fiction for sure.
Church.
That's why people say, they can't believe their eyes. I can't believe my eyes. Like what I saw. Yeah, because it's fucking crazy. Like, check out an eclipse, like a total eclipse of the sun. Like, the shit is fucking crazy. Like, no one would ever believe that could happen, Art alien aficionados. I loved Kevin's drawing of his earliest drawing of an alien for our previous comic book, Sumeria. He designed the alien that was featured in that comic, the alien race. He designed the whole alien race. That was rad.
Oh, that was cool.
Like I had that picture posted because I had my drawing table in a certain spot in the house for about 8 or 9 years. I had that drawing posted there the whole time until I just recently moved my whole situation somewhere else. There was no longer a bulletin board near there. But Primal says, imagine being an alien, and you see the alien movies, man-made. They'd probably be like, fuck guys, it's not cool. Yeah, like maybe they're not so, like maybe they'd bring us like cookies and stuff.
Yo, what if aliens make movies and they call them humans? That'd be kind of fire. Like humans, they fucking weird. Look at them motherfuckers. They talk with words.
That was the weird thing about seeing
boxes.
the Dune series that is on YouTube. It's from like 2000, and I never even heard of the Dune series till a few weeks ago. But we watched like an episode or two. It's just I forgot, like now that I'm seeing like that there's like only humans. So like even though it's like a faraway place, Dune, or Arrakis and wherever else, isn't it just like humans? Like you don't see other creatures like you do in Star Wars or Star Trek. It's like humans, and they even said it at one point during the first episode. They're like, don't you think I'm human? And the guy's like, yeah, or some like. They're even calling themselves human, but even though they're like on some other weird planet, like I guess that imagination from like Frank Herbert was like back in like 1950, whenever that book was written, it was like, the life would develop the same way somewhere else with like similar earthly characteristics as life on Earth. I guess it would develop into a human being. That's some people's idea, but like my idea is like maybe it could be anything, right? Like a tree is alive, a bush is alive. Like we don't know the intelligence of a bush on some other planet. Maybe it's like that thing in Avatar movie where it's like a tree that is like the source of all life and shit. Like it's like glowing and stuff. Keep your hands off my Gouda.
Keep your hands off my Gouda.
Gouda is my kind of sandwich cheese. Back off.
Oh shit.
Gouda melts pretty nicely for a sandwich as well. That's a benefit of Gouda, whatever. I'm trying not to care about cheese, but I do love cheese.
I fucking love cheese, bro. I'm a cheese killer. I'm a cheese killer. Sounds like School of Rock. I think I finally figured out my page. I was trying to do too much before, and I'm just gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS.
I was reading. Yeah, I
the truth.
really,
Keep it
I like all
simple,
types
stupid.
of old. Any type of old saying, I think, really has a lot of worth. I've been checking out the second book of Why the Last Man. I'm only a couple pages from the end. It's a super big, thick comic, and it's volume 2, book 2, whatever. And yeah, Kev, one of the things I realized is about the keep it simple. First of all, the colors very, very simple. Not as crazy as I'm going right now, but there's.
Yeah, I just figured out how to not go too crazy. If you could tell, like I'm not going extremely fucking nuts. As I want
and
to.
like this this story also seems to take like what could be a single panel and turn it into like a full page, but without as much detail sometimes as you might imagine like a full page would get. So that's just another interesting point, I think, too, is that like, you know, you have a little more, especially, I mean, you being the writer and creator of it, you have some freedoms, you know, you could turn a panel into a whole page or whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, it's true. It's
like what they seem to have in this book. Yeah, like it's so simple. Show you some of the artwork. You see how simple some of that is?
Oh yeah,
the colors.
Dope. Yeah, a lot of monotone going on.
So, and this is like 2 pages. It's not so in depth with all the colors and stuff, but every so often, and as in the last book, there is a more intricate. If you see like the bluish page there, it's like a more intricate painting that's like done by somebody else. So that represents, I guess,
cover,
like,
right?
Maybe that's like the comic cover, because there's like a space up there where I guess that could be for the writing of the individual issue title, masthead. You know, the space for that there. But I just kind of thought that, you know, every time that's kind of why I look at comics while I'm making comics, because I like learn stuff about making comics while I'm making the comic by reading other comics. So that's like I got through a lot of this the other day, because, you know, as you know, Why the Last Man series, at least from the first volume that we read already, it takes you through the book very quickly. The pacing of it's very fast. You know, like the couple pages I showed you really didn't even have any dialogue on them. You know, they're just.
Yeah, I have a couple of pages now that I'm working on. This page I'm working on now has no dialogue. 0 dialogue.
Mundalorian Monday. It says Mundo. Mundo is the Mandalorian. Dude, for real, cheese. TK loves cheese. See, I can't have like a burger without cheese, or I'll never just order like a hamburger. It's always gonna be a cheese.
Can't have a
There's
fucking
like certain
cracker
things,
without cheese.
certain things like that you can't fuck it up. Oh, Felicia loves Munster. It's Munster for me. My daughter is a cheesehead, eats it a lot. My little rat. Yeah, Munster is one of my absolute favorites, and I think it's great for sandwiches.
It's one of my favorite shows.
Really good. I love the way Munster deals with like cold cuts, like in a sub or something. It almost smears, like when you press the sandwich together. Munster like squeezes in.
Smear. Squeezes in. Oh. 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 You said.
Felicia says, Space, I got a random video of your Makoto leather and copper saber. That was nice. Really cool look. Thank you. That was from a bunch of years ago. Yeah, like sometimes YouTube will spit out like an older video. And like actually that one, I think it's because it actually shows me that video sometimes too, like in a thumbnail. And I'm thinking like why, but I think it's because it has a lot of views for some reason. So they'll push that to people. Like once it already has views, they're like, oh, here, you might like it. But yeah, that was one of my older videos. That was a fun saber to make. Yeah, TK, you got to get some Munster. It's pretty good. It's like a nice, smooth flavor.
How about some pepper jack? Where my pepper jack heads at?
I was just thinking of pepper jack. I was just thinking that
Pepper
Munster
jack heads in the bag.
The pepper jack without pepper is like Munster. Yeah, when kids love it, it's real. I need bacon on my burger and cheddar cheese, says Rainbright. I love bacon on burger too. I actually have, that's what I'm going to eat tomorrow. I'm going to eat a bacon cheeseburger tomorrow night.
I kind of gave up on bacon. I feel like I had to.
Why is that? Because it's like a salty meat or something?
Just too much shit. Like, my kids always eating fries and bacon and stupid shit. And I'm like, yo, we got to stop this shit. Got to cut this shit out.
Kev, do you ever get time to make music anymore?
Just that when I get together with my boys, like I think the second Saturday of every month, and we got like that producer challenge. So it's like we get like maybe 2 hours on the second Saturday of the month where we just make a beat.
Awesome. Is that something like you're all home kind of thing, and you're doing it at the same time?
Yeah, we're all on Zoom. Yeah, we link up on Zoom. We throw the fucking the sample out there. We give each other like half hour to 40 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
We present them. Do aliens have cheese? It's a good question.
If they don't, maybe that's why they came here. See, there's a few more reasons than I thought. If they have like taste buds like we do, if they are humanistic like humans, then yeah, they would want to come here because like they could eat a bunch of delicious shit here. They could go like get a Philadelphia cheesesteak. They can go get a Brooklyn pizza. They could go get whatever they want. I don't like green food.
Don't like green food.
Yeah, we always end up on food and beverage, said Felicia. What happens like towards midnight that me and Kevin get hungry? I don't know.
Mr. Chubby fuck, bro. I'm always hungry.
I think about Shake Shack burgers like every day.
Shake Shack burgers. I think of them all the time. Shake Shack burgers. Put extra cheese on top of mine. Shake Shack burgers.
When we were there a couple weeks back, it was like crack because there was so much salt all over it.
We was there some couple weeks back. It was like crack, and the man I'm on a slab because he made it so good. He brought it to my neighborhood.
Yoda voice fucked up. You did. Cheese thief you are. Force not with you tonight.
Oh shit.
I'm a cheese thief. Kevin stole all the cheese. Kevin cut the cheese.
Yo, bro, I would eat an entire mini wheel of Gouda right now in front of everyone and have no fucking shame.
Kev, do you eat those like cheese platters out like at the tapas type places, like where it's like, you know, sometimes like nuts comes on the plate with some.
Yo, my charcuterie game is fucking top tier elite, bro.
Wait, what's it called?
Charcuterie.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Like
yeah, I never
cheese
knew
platters
I'd say
with the
that.
fancy crackers and the grapes and shit like that.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
the
man.
name spelled out
All
like
about it,
CH, whatever, but I never knew how to say
I'm
that.
all about it, bro. I'm all about the charcuterie.
Humans are a slave race. Just watch Stargate. That's TK.
Jesus.
Huh? I guess they like turn humans into slaves. That's what they did in Titan AE. It was that cartoon,
Remember that cartoon?
movie that.
I just like that
Oh,
shit.
that was pretty good. It was like the humans were like really, really weak in that show because like all the aliens were like pretty tough, and they were like kind of eradicating humans. I think in that show or in that movie. Felicia says, as long as aliens aren't really clowns from outer space,
Oh,
nope,
remember that fucking
don't
old
do
ass
clowns.
movie?
What movie?
Alien Clowns from Outer Space. That was like the actual title and shit. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You remember that shit?
I'm starting to remember now that you say it.
It was so fucking stupid, but I love it.
This is Kevin's lullaby.
It's time to go to bed, you silly ass sleepy head.
Yo, sorry, my it took me all that time to get this page right. I had like fucking 3 failed attempts. Then I just got this one right here.
Are you signing your name?
No, I'm just making it. I made it fucking darker so we can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like an overhead of her jumping down into the ditch. Like Donovan's gonna be here, small, looking up. Like she's jumping down, and she's gonna be face to face with his ass on the bottom.
I love Donovan's face there on the bottom. That's a great
nice.
chiseled look that he's got.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, and she's gonna be in his face like, "What you looking at, bitch?"
That's the whole page right there.
That's gonna be the whole page. It's gonna be
Nice.
a stunner.
So it's almost like 2 panels, right? It's like the
It's,
top
yeah,
panel
it's
and
only
the
2
bottom
panels. Only 2 panels. It's only 2 panels. That's all it is. That's it.
I like it.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it, man.
Good job drawing those pages tonight. Rainbright says, looks good, Kev. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rainbright. Rainbright.
TK says, yeah, circus from space, blood suckers, rap, kids, and cotton candy.
Yo, that shit was the best. That was the best. I used to love that movie, man. And they were just so
I bet
happy
the
killing
kids
you.
Enjoyed the cotton candy rap.
Yeah, it was the shit. And they had these crazy ass little guns that they fucking. It was dope. It was dope.
That's an easy way for aliens to get like kids to follow them into their spaceship van. Just be like,
Like a
we'll
circus?
wrap you in cotton candy. They're like, really? Okay,
Like, for real? Okay.
that sounds great.
My little girl would love
I'll
that. She'd be like,
eat my way
yay!
out.
She'd be like, yay! That's exactly what she would do, bro. Like, we were happy with cotton candy. She'd be like, yay! She'd be like, daddy, daddy, cotton candy.
Check this out. I don't know if we're gonna get like flagged for this. This kind of reminds me of what you just said. Like she goes, "Yay! Watch this."
I'm about to see something crazy.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, yeah, I heard it when it was playing.
Okay, let me play it.
It's about to be something ridiculous. Fucking pink pocket rocket. Why did you have this queued up? What is this?
You know how we always talk about like cartoons and stuff that we loved as kids, and
This
we
is
talked
fucking
about
Sailor Moon, bro.
like we talked about like Rainbow Bright. We talked about Gem and the holograms. We talked about the
Truly
Thundercats,
outrageous.
all that stuff.
Truly outrageous.
This is what they watched. This is what Danny watched in China. This was a Japanese cartoon of girls who, as little girls, this is so fucked up. He told me about this. He goes, little girls, they turn into like fully breasted adult women with the power of whatever this thing is. And for a second, they're like naked as they. This is creepy. Like, look at this. They're a little girl, and then they get naked, and then they turn into a fully breasted like, and like short skirted.
This shit looks like Sailor Moon, bro.
Yeah.
I'm number 4.
But look, they get it through this power of this wand.
This shit looks like a cool fucking Voltron.
Because like I told him to look up, I said look up. He was looking up something. I said look up Rainbow Bright. It'll be a cartoon from the '80s that you know you might find interesting. He goes, I used to watch something like that. It was I don't know what this is called because this is like
Am I fucked up? That ain't seem so creepy to me, bro.
I mean, I guess it wasn't because he's saying this is like the most popular cartoon in like 20 years ago in
the animation
China.
was fire.
Oh no, the animation is absolutely amazing. Look at this shit.
Give me my fucking magic wand.
Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that good? It's like the Dazzler.
I got my big girl hips.
And they each have like their own logo or something.
I wish I knew what they were screaming. Did he tell you what they were screaming?
I don't know. He said they're talking. I think he said they're talking about like, you know, they love like makeup and stuff like that. So they want to be. They get like this power to be older.
Like, yeah, ovulation. Wait, why are there so many of them, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, because
it looks like there's like 10 of them. Why isn't there's like 3?
Because you know how like in a show, there's like a transformation, like you know in Thundercats, Lion-O goes like Thundercats, right? And he does that like once or twice an episode, maybe once. This is the montage video of all those transformations.
Oh, I got you.
If you know what I mean. So yeah,
it's like I get the title up top. I didn't read it before. Now I see it.
Okay.
That's crazy. This is crazy. What did he say this is called? What is this called? Eternal something eternal?
I don't know. Eternal Superstars? Crystal? I don't know.
That's crazy.
1992. Isn't that funny?
Everybody in the chat stopped, bro. They're like, "What the fuck?"
They're like, "What the fuck
like,
is
okay,
that?"
I'm out. It's like I'm fucking out of here, people. Let's see your page. Let me see your page.
I didn't
Ew.
get too far. I was
She's looking
doing
metallic.
Bernadette.
She's looking very metallic.
So I'm doing all those highlights on the top of the spacesuit because like all that stuff, like I was telling you at the top of the show, all that stuff that's forming above her head is like glowing. So that's going to be like the fun part for me, is to do all those glowy bits in with the luminance pen, or is that what it's called? Luminous pen, whatever. That's like all the construction kit stuff forming for her, that what she's going to do in the next panel is like shove this fulcrum through to make a lever out of it, and that's how she basically gets through that challenge right there on that page. So I've just begun that page. I'm kind of working on all the space pages at once. There's like 5 pages in our book Albatross Junction that take place in outer space, so this is one of them. So I'm doing like all of them at the same time, so we get the consistency of the colors and the different people's spacesuits and stuff like that. By the time this page has happened, there is like nobody really left of the team besides Bernadette and Mackenzie. So at this point, I'm only drawing this one character on this page. Everyone else is kind of gone.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Looks nice. I like the sheen.
I'll probably go in. Nice. Like I knew that this wasn't going to be too bad to kind of make colors and things pop because we added so much black on this page. So that makes it easier to kind of pop things out. You know, I can make something really, really dark in the background, as you can tell. I just watched it over. I think
this page is going to print dope.
Yeah.
I've
been doing all these space pages kind of the same, where I like lay down a gray or some kind of color and then overlay the layers on top of that.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Sweet. All right, so thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you to anybody that is going to watch this
Everybody left
video.
at the same time, bro.
They didn't like the Japanese cartoon, but that's okay. Check out Albatross Junction on Indiegogo. It is there right now, available. For the next month or two, it will still be up, and when we're about ready to ship this book, we will take it down. We'll have a closeout party to close out Albatross Junction Volume 1. Get in on it right now if you want to. It's on Indiegogo. Check out the trailer up there. Check out another video that we have up there describing what is Albatross Junction, and then there's a bunch of artwork on there. I'm going to update the website soon too as well. It's albatrossjunction.com. It hasn't been updated in a while, but you can check out Instagram albatross_junction if you want to follow when these shows are going to be, but they are always on Monday and Wednesday. Sometimes there's a bonus show that we do, and pretty soon when Albatross Junction wraps and ships, we're going to be moving on to Kevin's children's book. So if you're interested in how to make a book of any kind, really, or illustrated book especially, subscribe right here and check out Comic Book Creation Live. Our second channel is has got some videos on it, like our music to draw by videos that we listen to during these shows. So subscribe over there. It's kind of hard to find. I'll try to make a comment from that channel's so you can just click on it, because I actually did a search to find Comic Book Creation channel, and it doesn't come up because it has so few subscribers. YouTube doesn't display it in the search, but it does have a bunch of other Albatross Junction videos if you're interested. So Kev, thank you for doing all those drawings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm about to.
Good. It looked like it was going to come out. Yeah, I'm sure you'll probably be working on that one on Wednesday night when we come back.
Yeah, definitely.
And do some more live illustrations from Albatross Junction Volume 1 while we prepare this volume for printing. This is going to be an ongoing series, so if you're interested in some kind of new sci-fi story that is ongoing. It's going to be more than one issue. Check out Albatross Junction. You do get 2 issues in the first volume. All right, everybody. Let's see if Felicia Primal says something. Primal says, see ya. Have a good night, Primal. Felicia, bye, Primal. Good luck with Freddy. Yeah, good luck with that
Definitely
Clone
good luck
Wars
finishing that up.
prop as well. That's coming out great. TK says, I only saw Cotton Candy Clown Aliens one time. You're not like me. I have to watch movies a lot of times. TK says, good night, peoples. Good night, TK.
Good night, folks. Good night, folks.
Me too, TK. Good night, Felicia. Good night, Rain Bright. I've got an idea for a Rain Bright intro.
Rain Bright
may or may not include Japanese cartoons.
That would be wicked.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Wednesday night. Thanks again for being here with us and hanging out while we were drawing.
Absolutely, man. I'll be up in here with you.
All right, Kev. Oh, Kev, are we seeing each other tomorrow, or did that get canceled?
I don't know, but I know I have a meeting with Sherry tomorrow about Haunted Theater, so I'm gonna be there regardless.
You're gonna be there in person? Okay, maybe I'll see you tomorrow then.
Jeez.
All right, good luck.